Deep in the heart of Kenya, a whisper travels on the wind, a murmur that speaks of miracles and prophecies. It is a whisper that leads to a man who claims to be Jesus Christ. This is not the Jesus of Renaissance paintings, serene and ethereal. This Jesus walks among his people, a living, breathing figure who preaches a gospel infused with the rhythms and traditions of Kenya. His name, he claims, is Jesus. His followers believe him, their faith unwavering. They see him heal the sick and predict the future. They hang on his every word, their lives intertwined with his teachings. Our journey takes us to a remote village, far from the bustling cities and tourist trails. Here, amidst the rolling hills and vibrant colors of rural Kenya, we hope to meet this man and understand the devotion he inspires. The air crackles with anticipation. We are about to enter a world where faith reigns supreme. A world where the impossible seems tantalizingly within reach. The villagers speak of his miracles in hushed tones, their eyes wide with wonder. They recount tales of the blind seeing, the lame walking, and the hopeless finding new purpose. His presence has brought a sense of unity and hope to this remote corner of the world. As we approach the village, the sense of anticipation grows. The villagers gather, their faces filled with expectation and reverence. We are about to witness something extraordinary, something that defies logic and reason. In this place, faith is not just a belief, but a way of life. The journey to meet this man, who some call the Kenyan Messiah, is not just a physical one, but a journey into the heart of faith itself. The air crackles with anticipation. We are about to enter a world where faith reigns supreme, a world where the impossible seems tantalizingly within reach. The journey to meet Jesus is long and arduous. Our jeep kicks up dust devils as we navigate rutted dirt roads. The Kenyan sun beats down relentlessly, testing our resolve. Hours blur into a tapestry of acacia trees and shimmering heat haze. We are told the journey is a test of faith, a pilgrimage of sorts. It is a journey many have taken, drawn by the promise of salvation and a glimpse of the divine. The further we travel, the more remote the landscape becomes. Cell phone signals fade and the outside world seems to recede with them. It's as if we are entering a sacred space, a place untouched by the cynicism and doubt of modern life. Finally, as the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the land, a cluster of huts appears on the horizon. A ragged cheer erupts from our guide. We have arrived at our destination. As we approach the village, the air vibrates with the rhythmic beat of drums. Women clad in brightly colored kangas and men in simple shirts and trousers emerge from their homes. Their faces are alight with a mixture of curiosity and excitement. Chants of Jesus, Jesus, fill the air. The crowd parts, revealing a pathway leading to a clearing. In the center stands a man, tall and lean, his dark skin creased with wrinkles that speak of time spent under the African sun. He is dressed in flowing white robes, his head crowned with a simple circlet of leaves. His eyes, dark and intense, meet ours with a gaze that seems to penetrate deep within. Could this be him? The man who claims to be the Son of God? The atmosphere is electric. We are caught between disbelief and a strange sense of awe. The crowd's devotion is palpable, their faith in this man absolute. The religious practices within the village are a fascinating blend of Christianity and traditional Kenyan beliefs. Here, faith is not just a matter of doctrine but a living, breathing part of daily life. The villagers seamlessly integrate their ancestral customs with the teachings of the Bible, creating a unique spiritual tapestry that is both ancient and contemporary. Bibles, well-worn and loved, sit alongside statues of African deities. These artifacts, placed side by side, symbolize the harmonious coexistence of two worlds. The sacred texts and the traditional icons are not in competition but in conversation, each enriching the other. Hymns, sung in Swahili, mingle with the rhythmic chanting of ancient prayers. The music, a blend of Christian hymns and traditional melodies, creates an atmosphere that is both reverent and celebratory. It is a soundscape that speaks to the soul, transcending the boundaries of time and culture. Jesus, or the man who claims to be him, preaches a message of love, forgiveness, and obedience to God. His words are powerful, resonating deeply with the villagers who gather to listen. He speaks with a conviction that bridges the gap between the ancient and the modern, the spiritual and the earthly. Yet his teachings are interwoven with local customs and traditions. He incorporates elements of the villagers' ancestral practices, making his message more relatable and impactful. This fusion of faiths creates a spiritual experience that is uniquely Kenyan. He speaks of ancestral spirits and the power of the land, blending the familiar narratives of the Bible with a uniquely Kenyan perspective. His sermons are a tapestry of stories and teachings that resonate with the villagers' own experiences and beliefs. This syncretism, this fusion of faith systems, seems to resonate deeply with his followers. They find comfort and strength in a faith that honors their past while guiding them towards the future. It is a dynamic and evolving spirituality that adapts to the needs of the community. For them, there is no contradiction between their traditional beliefs and their devotion to Jesus. They see their faith as a continuum, a journey that encompasses both their ancestral heritage and their Christian faith. It is a holistic approach to spirituality that embraces all aspects of their identity. He is seen as a fulfillment of their spirituality, a bridge between their ancient heritage and the promise of Christian salvation. His presence and teachings provide a sense of continuity and hope, linking the past with the present and the future. We witness healings, people claiming to be cured of ailments after receiving his touch. These moments of healing are seen as tangible signs of divine intervention, reinforcing the villagers' faith and devotion. Whether these are genuine miracles or the power of belief is a question that lingers in the air, a question we may never fully answer. But what is clear is the profound impact this blend of faith and tradition has on the community, shaping their lives and their spiritual journey. Section 5. A life marked by divinity. Jesus agrees to speak with us, his demeanor calm and self-assured. His eyes reflect a depth of experience, a life lived with purpose and conviction. He tells us his story, a story that begins at the tender age of 10. It was a time of innocence, yet marked by a profound revelation. It was then, he claims, while drawing a cross in the dirt, that he realized his true identity. The simplicity of the moment belied its significance. At 12, he says, he was visited by the angels Gabriel and Raphael. These celestial beings imparted wisdom and foretold his future. They told him of his divine purpose, of the sacrifices he would have to make. The weight of this knowledge was heavy for such young shoulders. He speaks of his mother, a woman he calls Mary, who urged him to embrace his destiny. Her support was unwavering, her faith in him absolute. He recounts traveling the world, fighting evil spirits in far-off lands like North Korea and Libya. Each journey was a testament to his resolve. His story is extraordinary, almost unbelievable. Yet the passion with which he speaks makes it hard to dismiss. He speaks of miracles, of healing the sick and casting out demons. These acts, he believes, are proof of his divine mission. He claims to have been imprisoned for his beliefs, persecuted for his teachings. His resilience in the face of adversity is striking. Is he delusional, a charlatan preying on the vulnerable? Or is he a misunderstood visionary, ahead of his time? Or could there be some truth to his claims? The line between reality and fantasy blurs as we listen. We are left grappling with these questions, our skepticism battling with the undeniable sincerity in his eyes. The truth, it seems, is as elusive as ever. His prophecies are a blend of biblical imagery and contemporary anxieties. He speaks of a world on the brink of destruction, of earthquakes that will shatter the earth and wars that will consume nations. He sees conflict escalating in the Middle East, a battleground for ancient prophecies. He warns of a coming apocalypse, of white and black horses symbolizing the forces of good and evil clashing in a final cataclysmic battle. He preaches of repentance and the need for humanity to turn back to God before it's too late. His words strike a chord, resonating with the very real fears of a world grappling with climate change, political instability, and economic uncertainty. In times of turmoil, people often turn to faith for comfort and answers. In this remote corner of Kenya, his apocalyptic pronouncements offer both a warning and a glimmer of hope. Perhaps the most perplexing aspect of his life is his family. He has a wife and children, a fact that seems at odds with the traditional Christian view of Jesus. When questioned about this, he smiles enigmatically, suggesting that God works in mysterious ways. He speaks of his family with love and devotion, portraying them as pillars of strength in his life. His followers accept this seeming contradiction without question, their faith unwavering. His imprisonment, he claims, was a test of his faith, a trial he endured for the sake of his followers. He speaks of being beaten and tortured, his spirit unbroken despite the physical pain. His story is a tapestry woven with threads of suffering, resilience, and unwavering faith. It is a story that resonates with his followers, many of whom face their own daily struggles. The community that has sprung up around Jesus is remarkable. It is a place where faith is not just a Sunday ritual, but a way of life. People from all walks of life have come to this remote village, seeking healing, guidance, and a sense of belonging. We see a bustling market, the air filled with the sounds of bartering and laughter. Farmers bring their produce, artisans display their crafts, and children dart through the crowds, their laughter echoing the vibrant energy of the community. There is a palpable sense of hope here, a belief that a better world is possible. The people work together, sharing their resources and supporting one another. It is a testament to the power of faith to bring people together, to create a sense of community in a world often fractured by division. As we prepare to leave, we are left with more questions than answers. Is this man truly Jesus Christ, returned to earth? Or is he a charismatic leader, a skilled storyteller who has tapped into a deep well of spiritual longing? The evidence is inconclusive, open to interpretation. There are stories of miracles, but no definitive proof. There are prophecies, but their accuracy remains to be seen. Ultimately, belief rests on a leap of faith, a willingness to embrace the unknown. We cannot definitively prove or disprove his claims. What we can do is bear witness to the power of his story, the unwavering faith of his followers, and the profound impact he has had on their lives. In a world hungry for meaning and connection, his message of hope and salvation continues to resonate, a testament to the enduring power of faith in all its complexity and mystery.